You know, when I started doing this show, I made a list to myself of things that I wasn't going to talk about. And they included such things as politics, the war in Iraq, Afghanistan, gas stations. Unfortunately, one of those is about to be wiped off the list. Hey, and welcome to episode number 66 of the Langille Show. My name is Brian Langille, and you know what? I'm probably going to do this show in one take because I'm incredibly pissed off and I just want to vent on this. Now, before I start, I have nothing against old people. I have nothing against gambling. I have nothing against the petroleum industry. I just don't think the three of those can be combined together. Here's the story. I left work today and figured, you know what, the little light was flashing, need gas, and the needle was on E, so I figured, you know, it would be a good time for me to pull into my local gas station and, you know, fill it up a little bit. Gas prices dropped recently, it went down by 9 cents, and I thought, before they change their mind and put it back up again, I'm going to fill the tank. So I pulled in and went to do the self-serve thing, and it said, our debit machine isn't working, you have to pay inside. So I'm like, all right, no problem. I'm a big boy. I can handle that. So I pumped my gas, which incidentally it costs $59 to fill a Kia Sportage now. That's not cool, but at least it's cheaper than it used to be. Anyway, so I get done the whole, pumping thing, and I go in to pay, and there's a lineup, and I'm like, oh, that's obvious because of the fact that the debit machines aren't working at the pump. No problem, I can wait. So I'm looking around, and the row beside me, the people are like blowing through there. Of course, it's still a lot of people and there is a line, but it doesn't seem very long to give a card, swipe, punch 4 numbers, say, here you go, have a good day. 30 seconds most. So the line that I'm not standing in is blowing through fine. The line I am standing in is not moving at all. And I'm like, that's kind of weird because I'm the second person in line. I kind of look around to see what the problem is, and there's this elderly gentleman standing in front of me. And like I said earlier, I have nothing against the elderly. I love the elderly. In fact, I'm probably going to be one someday, so I should really learn to appreciate them. But, I'm standing there, and he's like, I'm almost, can you give me, I think I'm going to get $5 more. And I'm thinking, what? So then I kind of look over his shoulder without obviously looking like I'm looking over his shoulder, and he's buying those pull-tab Lotto tickets. So I'm like, okay, he just bought $5 more. They're $1 a piece, so that's only 5 more. I mean, that's fine. There'll be 10 seconds to ring that through, because as we all know, old people don't use bank cards. They do everything with cash because they're afraid of technology and debit machines, but that's cool. So I'm sitting there, and he goes, thank you, dear. And I'm like, great, I can go. And he starts pulling the tabs. And I'm like, what? So he's sitting there and he goes, well, that one didn't win. And he puts it down on the counter. And he goes to the next one. And the next one. And the next one. I'm like, oh my God. The lineup behind me here is starting to grow. The lineup beside me is blowing through, but I can't button line and take someone else's spot there. So I'm waiting here as Grampy Jones goes through his pull tab tickets. He gets to the 5th one. He goes, well, I didn't win. And I'm like, good, get the hell out of the way so I can pay for my gas. He goes, dear, could you check these Lotto tickets and see if any of these won? And he puts down 4 Lotto tickets. Now, I don't know if you're from Canada or not when you're watching this. The big thing right now in Atlantic Canada is people were being caught scamming the 649 bits, so they have to actually scan them and see whether or not they're a winner, and you have to sign them, etc. It's a huge procedure. Anyway, so he whips out 4 of these and gets the cashier to scan these. Meanwhile, the row I'm in is held up even further while we check to see whether or not Grampy Jones has just become a millionaire. Spoiler alert, he didn't win a goddamn thing. Anyway, so he gets done all that and he goes, oh, and I should pay for my gas. I have $10 in regular. $10, which means you spent more in Lotto tickets than you did in gas. Now, and this is my entire rant. I went to a gas station to buy gas. I didn't go to a lotto booth to buy lotto tickets. So I really believe that, if you're going to stand in line and buy lotto tickets at a gas station, there should be a separate line for you. Or there should be something different so that I don't have to go in there and deal with you as you're, dishing out what's probably your social security on lotto tickets and scratch tickets that aren't getting you a thing. So, my rant is this. If you're going to sell these tickets and everything else in an establishment that's primary goal is to sell gas as the primary item. And if someone's there with lotto tickets and they're obviously taking quite a while to go through this, just tell them to move it to the side or take the tickets with them or do something so the people who are there buying gas, since you're a gas station, are there to pay. Deal with them, because I'm not sure, but I'm pretty positive, especially with the way the prices are going right now, you're going to make more money off gas than you are off lotto tickets. Anyway, like I said, I have nothing against the elderly, I have nothing against, gas stations, and I'm actually kind of happy with gas prices right now. Not as happy as I could be if they were back down below a dollar like they were a year ago, but at least they're not up there around $1.50 like it used to be. In Canada, I don't know what it is for gallons, so if you're American and watching this and go, oh my god, gas is cheap in Canada. No, it's not. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you for watching me rant here in episode number 66 of The Langille Show. You can check out my show at thelangilleshow.com and youtube.com. You can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/Langille, and always on Facebook, you can join The Langille Show group. I encourage you to do that because who knows, maybe in the next little bit I may be making an announcement on there and you don't want to miss it. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Take care, and I will see you soon. Have a good one.